How to Write Dark and Twisty Books to Showcase the Light. Written and narrated by Mary Gray. Copyright 2018 by Mary Gray. For Vanessa, who's long shown me how to be a true emissary of light. Chapter 1. Introduction. When I was about 13, I watched a creepy black and white movie called Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte with my little sister Cammie. While I don't remember much about it, I do remember being utterly fascinated. It was my first foray into horror, and all I remember is a man's hand being mysteriously chopped off, and it had this intriguing, haunted vibe. Of course, it terrified Cammie. I don't know why we were allowed to watch the movie. My parents were very strict about these things, but we did watch it, and I thought it was great. A few years later, I had my second experience with a darker movie. It was The Sixth Sense, and I saw it on a double date. I had no idea what kind of movie it was, to be honest, but it didn't take me long to learn that the young boy could see dead people, and again, I couldn't look away. I was liking this creepy thing. But I didn't know much about the genre, and I didn't want to watch or read anything that was too creepy. Years later, after I had my second child, I read my first teen horror novel, Carrie Ryan's The Forest of Hands and Teeth. It was actually a fluke that I bought it. I just randomly went into Barnes & Noble, thought it had an intriguing title, and once I dove in, I became obsessed. I read well into the night. The funny thing is, when I first approached these stories, I didn't really think about genre. I didn't realize that The Forest of Hands and Teeth was actually about zombies, and had someone told me that, I probably wouldn't have read it. But the post-apocalyptic world, combined with a staunch religious society and beautiful haunting prose, has made it one of my very favorite books to this day. While I didn't always understand what was happening, I've always been drawn to the creepy vibe, as long as it didn't feel Texas Chainsaw Massacre murdery. When I was first married, for whatever reason, I talked my husband into watching The Ring. I didn't know much about it, but it looked intriguing. The movie had this character, a little girl with long black hair hanging in front of her face, and for months after watching it, I thought the black towel hanging over my bathroom door was that terrifying girl, out to get me. For the most part, though, haunted mansions, ghost tours, and cemeteries have always been a big allure to my subconscious mind. I've never felt more alive than when immersing myself in these tales. I've never felt more zoned in or connected to this artistry. At the same time, I've always been a firm believer of Jesus Christ. I know.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?